Hey everyone, it's Nina from ROADIE Free Radio. In this clip, Larry talks to Chez Stock, TM and FOH, who's toured with Amanda Palmer, Tool, The Black Keys, Eminem, and more. You may know her as the audio Pariah, but it's just because she isn't afraid to call out bullshit. If you want to hear more from Chez, you can listen to the full episode, number 132, from April 22nd, 2019. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Here's Larry and Chez Stock.
Was there a definite transition in you to go from the quiet small town girl to
militant feminist who's drinking out of a male tears mug as we speak?
That is correct, my friend.
Yes, I'm calling myself out.
I love it. I was trying to find a softer approach, but I appreciate you.
It doesn't need to be soft with me. Don't worry.
Yeah. When did that happen? Was it a thing? Was it just like, and how did you?
It was progressive.
And how did you? Right. How did you find, I guess, the confidence to start putting the, to start owning that?
Yeah. Wow. I would say that I really started seeing how my life was affected by misogyny when I was working at Carlson. Mm-hmm. And the honeymoon phase had worn off, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I was, again, 22 years old, running a sound company full of men who were twice my age and had twice the experience that I had, but technically I was in charge. Mm-hmm. And yes, I was young, and there's definitely some responsibility on me. Maybe I didn't communicate well. I was still learning. I was still very young, and I have shitty tone just in general. So I'm sure it was way worse then than it is now. It's a criticism I hear a lot. I really am a nice person. I just live in sarcasm and can't help it. So I really started seeing it at Carlson when I would give directions for things and people just wouldn't fucking listen to me. And it was making my job harder because people weren't doing the things that I needed them to do, which is why I got frustrated and ended up quitting, because it was I am getting treated differently than everybody else, and that's not okay. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll go on the road.
But I just want to jump in for a second there, because I think also it's tough, because I think age is a part of that at that point, right? Yeah. Because it's she is young, right? Yeah. Oh, she's just that young person who's squawking over there, right?
Yeah, if I was 55 and had been doing this for 35 years, I would not want a 22-year-old chick that looked like me telling me what to do.
But if you're a 55-year-old woman with that much experience under your belt, I got to imagine most dudes are going to move their ass. Right?
I would hope.
I
would hope.
Because mama's coming. She's going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just saying and I'm not trying to take away from that experience. I just think it's tough because, yes, you do feel hey, man, I'm kind of running the show, but at the same time, you are 22. I mean, I would feel that way if someone came to work for me now. I'm, 47. I was like, you're fucking fresh out of school. You need to get beaten up for a while. Guy or gal.
Totally.
Right?
Totally. And I get that. Yeah. I do get that. But there's the concession that you make understanding those circumstances. And then there's all of the other things that happen to where you're
Sure.
Just a quick example with Carlson specifically. I was told that I needed to do anger management classes. Or no, I wasn't told. It was suggested in a meeting once that I should maybe do anger management classes. Yep. And I was like, okay, I'm only angry because you motherfuckers aren't doing what I'm telling you to do, and you're making my job harder by not paying attention to like the inventory we have.
Yep.
And B, if I have to go to anger management classes, I'm bringing all of you with me because you need it too. And why am I the only one getting singled out for being angry when literally there's a dude yelling at somebody in the warehouse right now? I don't yell at people.
Right.
I just talk sternly.
So the roots of it started at Carlson, and then you found
the
your
roots
voice.
The roots just exist in in the world, you know.
Sure.
And I think it was just like me slowly realizing like, oh, it's not this like fantasy world where everybody is actually equal that you were told. Like that's not really a thing. We're not really equal.
Yep.
And then when I went to 8th Day, it got worse. And it got worse because touring is even more white male. There's even less women. There's even less black people. There's even less people of color. There's even less gay people. You know, it's just very white, straight male. And that first tour I did, Duran, obviously, like they're super progressive and very like nice people. The next tour I did, also an artist, George Michael, gay, or bisexual at least, very like progressive. And that tour had the most awful human being running it. I had a production manager that literally like yelled in my face, so close to my face that he would spit on me. And I'm like, never in my adult life has anybody ever yelled at me that close or spit in my face, especially when I wasn't actually doing anything wrong. And I was definitely like picked on that tour. I'm doing air quotes, picked on. And I was, you know, left to kind of think like, am I getting picked on because I'm the only girl? Am I getting picked on because I'm the new kid on this tour? I don't know, but I'm not going to let you assholes win. And I'm just going to keep moving forward and doing my thing and not letting you see me be upset about it. And that sort of, after the honeymoon phase of Duran, a lot of my tours after that were kind of similar, not necessarily with like the asshole production manager, but very much like coded sexism, a lot of homophobia. Like I did the Madonna tour, and like you would think it's Madonna, like she is a gay icon. Half of our audience are gay men who are dressed as Madonna. Like this should be a tour that's full of people that understand like LGBTQ rights and like believe in them, like believe that these people should be equal. And at some point on the tour, one of the carpenters found out that somebody else on the tour was a gay man, and it was fucking ruthless, like making comments about him sucking cock and like all of this stuff about him not being able to do his job because his mouth was full. And it's all stuff that they would say about the women when we weren't around. And because I am who I am, I went straight to the tour manager and was like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, these are your people that you have hired, and they are literally sexually harassing this man at work. What are you going to do about it? And they, you know, they talked to the carpenters and were like, we're a friendly tour. You can't be homophobic, or you can't at least be openly homophobic, because we're not going to fire you. Even though we know you're 100% homophobic, you're still going to have your great job, but could you just not say that stuff out loud or around that sound girl over there, because she's going to make this a problem. And basically, like, I have been an audio pariah ever since. One of my friends actually called, well, an ex-friend, I guess. He rage deleted me. I was doing something on Facebook where I was calling out some sort of nonsense, and they were like, "You're just a fucking audio pariah, Shay. Like, nobody wants." Yeah, exactly. What a surprise! Shay is calling out inequality. Weird.
You're audio pariah. I like that one. Queen of the caps. Queen of the capital letters.
I mean, again, I don't like yelling. I just talk sternly. But yeah, no, some audio pariah. I actually have that on my Facebook page now, and I'm like owning it. I'm like, that is the best thing I think that has ever been used to describe me. And I know it's a negative thing.
Right. You know it's a negative thing,
but I'm just like, fuck it. Like, yes, I am an audio pariah, and I will continue to call out racist, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic, transphobic, disable-phobic, all of that shit. I will keep calling out all of those people because they need to be fucking called out. And I'm established enough in my career, and I choose not to work for people who are going to judge me for being a feminist and anti-racist. So I could give a fuck what they think.
Hey, what's happening, roadies? It's Larry here. Just wanted to thank you so much for listening to this short clip. I really hope you got something out of it. If you can take 2 seconds to head over to iTunes and drop us a review or a comment, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Keep listening, keep coming back, stay healthy out there, and remember, no roadies, no rock and roll.